Hey guys, what's up? How are we doing today? We're going to be doing Aries general reading. So if you have Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere that fits, then this message might be for you. I look crazy today, so y'all are just going to have to bear with me. My hair's doing some weird shit. I also got hella sunburnt, so we're going to ignore how crazy I look. My nose is clearly sunburnt. Whatever. It is what it is. Can't be perfect all the time, right? So anyways, I'm going to do my spiel, and then we're just going to get straight into it, because I already have a couple things for you guys. Please remember through these readings, if you know me, you know, energy, time, gender, fluid, okay? So meaning that this could be past, present, or future energy. It could be the energy of another person. It could be reversed. So it could be someone within your energy or within your vicinity, what have you. And then also, when I speak on divine masculine and divine feminine, these things are something we all have within us, so it's not like a gender-based thing. But most of you guys, if you're returning and you know me, you know these things. I know it gets tiring to hear the same thing over and over. I really have to, I think, just put a video up on the main page when you get to my channel that's here's how to watch a reading, so that way I don't have to keep boring you guys with this spiel. But so we're gonna get straight into it. Any type of Aries placement, so Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you can check Jupiter, North Node, anything that calls your name to it. If you just have a lot of first house placements being Aries, that could even work too, but I digress. So right off the bat, I'll tell you guys that I went to go get this giant deck. I don't know if I've used this on here before or not. This is my master deck. This is both of Rebecca Campbell's decks. So I have the Starseed Oracle and I have Work Your Light together. And right away, the first thing that I was picking up on for you guys was something about whales. I want to say it's more than that too, but there's just something about frequency, vibration, and as I'm talking about it, I'm getting more. So let me start by saying the card that they showed me, the reason why I went to go get this deck is because this is a song. Okay, no, this is the card that they showed me because I was seeing whales. This is the card. So it's Whale and Orca Elders. It says, share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. This is what it looks like. I know the light's kind of fucked up in here today because it's gloomy and weird, but hopefully you can see that a little bit better. So that's the card, right? And what's with the throat chakra? What's going on right now? I feel the deeper I get into your energy, the more I'm whoa, 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 whoa. So I feel what I'm hearing is unstuck, unblocked, something has been removed or something has been, what I feel more so shifted, because with the whole whale energy, frequency of sound, share your song and all that, basically what I'm hearing is that you guys, with your own frequency, with your own vibration, unique to you, that could be why the throat chakra is involved here. And just speaking your truth and being authentic and really allowing your energy to speak for itself right now. And if you haven't been doing that, I feel you're gonna be doing that, but I feel you're just letting the energy just speak for itself. You're just showing up as you, or loving yourself in a way to show other people how you should be loved or should be treated or whatever. There's this sense of the authenticity there. And it's raining right now too for me, so I feel anytime it rains I do a reading, it's a lot about cleansing. But yeah, I just feel you're putting that energy out there into the world. This is more than just that though. I'm doing this because they want me to automatic write channel, and I'm I don't have anything, I don't want to go do that. Damn it. Hold on, let me get a notebook because this will help me channel. Okay, we got it. I'm returning. We got it. Okay. This will help me channel way better than just me staring off at the wall. Okay, let's try this. So this is like a 3D thing. I'm sorry, 5D rather. Why did I say 3D? So I feel like the unstuck energy that we're talking about is breaking free, like from that 3D into 4D or 5D. 4D, what I feel like is an unconditional love for the self. And I can feel how dense, like you guys might have issues with the heart chakra, or you might have stuff that needs to be cleared, hence the like unblocking and getting like unstuck that I kept hearing, like unstuck. Could also be why I'm having this issue too, is like, I feel like some of you guys are really speaking on something for the first time, because it's this feeling, the sensation of coming up from the heart chakra and like into the throat to be cleared, you know, like coming up, like being like if you're gonna like cough something up, not unless you guys like also maybe are sick or something, that's also a possibility, but I feel like this is like coughing something up, because I feel like it's my god. Bear with me. There's some sort of issue being released with your emotional center, or also the solar plexus. So you might be drawn to yellows. You might maybe see a lot of yellow or something going on with the color yellow, because that is your solar plexus. So I feel like what we're doing right now is we're clearing my Aries peoples. You guys are clearing something that has been an emotional block that has stopped you from being able to move from 3D to 4D and beyond. So I'm just getting this feeling like some of you guys may have been told, which I feel like is a very like, I don't know, kind of cliche, like spiritual thing that a lot of people are like, you can't complain because like complaining is such like low vibrational shit. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like if you're complaining 24/7 about everything, yes, but there's a difference between complaining about something and just releasing. And I think like if you guys can cultivate whatever, a safe space for yourselves to release, to be yourself, to not feel like you have to mask, to not feel like you have to pretend to be something that you're not. I can feel it in my chest. It's like very, very, very heavy, very dense. Makes me feel like I cannot breathe. Like it is difficult to breathe with this. So I really feel like you guys are releasing a burden somehow. I'm not really quite sure how that is being released. Like in a sense of like, is it just from you talking or what? I don't know what exactly like the method is, but I do feel like you guys are releasing this like emotional blockage that was probably lying like dormant in your solar plexus. Like that energy has to come up. Like that's could even be like a lot of childhood stuff, or it could be like an experience that you've had kind of stirred up, like old like childhood trauma or like childhood wounds. I know that the collective also has been going through quite a time where there's been a lot of grief coming up for all of us to be transmuted, to be cleared, to be dealt with, and like released like for good. I can just feel it in my chest and in my heart. It's like really heavy. And I feel like you guys are finally releasing whatever this is. And it may not be just one thing. It could be just this culmination, like throughout your life, like over time, as a kid, through your relationships, through your friendships, whatever it is. There have been many instances where you have felt a certain type of way that's contributed to whatever was going on in your solar plexus, whatever was making you question yourself, whatever was making you feel like I'm not good enough, or I don't have enough, or I'm not worthy of XYZ, whatever that was that made you feel less than. I really feel like it just piled on and piled on and piled on and piled on and piled on until you guys just truly couldn't fucking take it anymore. And now I feel like it's finally being released. So if you have like a person that you go to, or a certain like place, like, I don't know, in your head when you meditate, whatever, finding and or cultivating a safe space for yourself to be able to vent, to express, to release is different than complaining. Like, I don't know why that's coming up, but I feel like someone out there is watching this like, you know, complaining's negative. It's like, whatever. Like, you have to get it out, you know, especially those of you who are Aries or who have Aries in your chart. You have a lot of fire in your chart, whether it's Aries, Sag, Leo, all of them, whatever it is. Like, when you have a lot of fire in your chart, fire needs to be expressed. You can't do that. Fire is wild and free and untamed and beautiful in its own chaotic way. You can't stifle that. You can't, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you can't make fire something else. Fire is never going to be water. Just like water is never going to be fire, earth is never going to be air. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, all those elements have their purpose and they have their place, and they have this job that they're here to do and this thing that they're meant to bring to the world. Like, if you have a lot of fire in your chart, prominent fire, look at the sirens too. Look or listen to the sirens as well. That's confirmation for me to be like, listen. Each element has its own place, and I have massive chills. And so for you, if you have a lot of fire in your chart, no matter what it is, what sign it is, doesn't matter. Having a lot of fire in your chart means you have to express yourself. And for a lot of you, it's going to be express yourself physically. And one of those ways that I think we physically do that is by speaking on what hurts us, by speaking on what pains us, by being authentically ourselves and acknowledging the pain that we're feeling and saying, this happened and it was terrible and I cried and I still cry about it, or like, it ripped me to pieces, you know, it broke my heart, it killed me. And even if it doesn't make any sense, still saying it, still, like, again, that's where the safe space comes in, where you're like, this sucked, this hurt, I hate this. Like, being real and honest and acknowledging those feelings, because feeling your feelings is more than just putting a name to them and putting a title on it and putting a label on it. Like, that, it's more than that. And I feel like y'all are getting tripped up over this, because I feel like my words are getting tripped up, where like, maybe if you're upset or something, you could be like, you know, kind of like tripping over your words, or just feeling so much and not knowing exactly how to like verbalize that and get it out. But it's just like, it's more than putting a label on it with your emotions. It's about feeling those emotions and feeling the intensity of each one as it comes, letting it work through you. And a great friend of mine once said that emotions are energy in motion. It has to work through you. It has to move through you. It has to make its way through your body. It has to, you know, work its way through your chakras and be transmuted. Like, energy is not just gonna go away like that. Like, something has to be done with it. Something has to be completed. It has to be transmuted. It has to be cleared. Like, those things coming up for you are markers for you to be able to say, like, you know, or for your body to be able to tell you, for your soul to be able to tell you, like, we don't like this, we hate this, we don't feel good about this, or yes, we do like this, yes, we want more of this, yes, how can we do XYZ because this feels good but this doesn't. Like, you know, I feel like you guys were really in need of, and maybe for a really long time, call it your inner child or call it a past version of you, or even you now. Like, I do feel like you guys for a long time were desperate to just have a place to be you and to not be judged for said fire. Like, I just get this feeling like you guys are like people might have this reaction to you where it's like, I'm just gonna do some light language stuff in the background because I feel like I have to do something with my hands. I feel like a lot of people may have been like, you know, it's like fire burns, like to be afraid of fire. Do you know what I mean? To be afraid of fire and to be afraid of how that looks for you and how that feels for you as the person on the other side. Like, I feel like as fire signs, it's a lot of like, why are you so upset, or why are you so mad, or like anything like that, you know what I mean? But it's like, they all have their purpose. Like, you can't be afraid of the elements. They all have a place. And so I feel like for you guys, it's dulling your fire that really, really fucked you guys up. Like, dulling your fire and trying to be something that you are not or were not. And now I feel like you're coming into this place of like, no, this is me, and I don't want to do that anymore. And so I feel like by you guys, it's making me emotional. God damn. I think it needs to be cleared, definitely. And I think that you guys, like, just being mindful that while you're watching this video and while I'm doing energy work, that you guys should definitely be aware that this could be an activation for you to clear some more, to release anything that's no longer needed, because I feel like that has to happen. I really do. I feel like it has to happen right now. You guys gotta let it out. You gotta be you. Fuck what anybody else thinks. Fuck what anybody else says. Like, you gotta be you, especially with all that fire. Like, you have to let it out. You have to. I feel like you guys went so many years just letting people kind of, you know, either be mean to you or to not, like, it's like, I want to be in your life, but I want this version of you, and you're like, no, like, you're getting the whole thing or not at all. Like, what do you mean? Especially with fire, there's no dulling that fire. It's like, if you want to be in my life, you have to deal with every part of that. Like, fire can be beautiful, and it can crackle, and it can be like a campfire, right? But then also, fire can roar, fire can burn. You can have a forest fire, right? That's where it's out of control. But that, you know, that chaos is something beautiful in itself. And it's not something to be feared. And I think you need people, you need circumstances, you need that energy in your life where it's not to be feared. Because I think that when you do that, like, you dull down your power, you just dwindle that. You stuff it down, you snuff out that flame, and it's like, fuck that. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. And so I feel like now that you're embracing that fire and you're embracing that energy, going back to the card that I was talking about, which is the share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. As you kind of move more into this energy, as you are sharing your frequency, that's where I think the 3D with the 5D comes into play, because it's like you're skyrocketing, like, straight through. Like, you're going from 3D density, being stuck in your heart chakra and your solar plexus, being stuck in those energies, which, again, solar plexus is, what do you believe about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? It's your confidence, and it's your self-worth, and it's how you view yourself and your worth to the world, to other people, whether it's a bigger purpose or just what I mean to this one person. And I feel like now that you are embracing these parts of yourself more and embracing these aspects of yourself, that you send out your song, your frequency, right? Share your song out from 3D to 5D. Like, that's what it's like, is it's so strong and it's so unique and it's so, like, crystal clear and powerful. I feel like you guys are, like, sending that straight out to 5D. And the original message that I got that caused me to channel for an additional, like, 10-11 minutes was that by doing that, you are weaving something into reality. You are reaching out with your frequency, taking that, pulling it back, and bringing it to you by you doing that. So it could be anything. It could be more meditation. It could be you having a very clear, like, ritual where you not only meditate, but you're, like, manifesting, and you're like, I want this in my life, and I want that, and I want it to look like XYZ, and make a list. Or, like, I have a little, like, jar that I put the things that I want, like, in, and then I bless it, I do my whole thing, whatever. So whichever way that you're doing it, it could be like a ritual like that. Every time I channel. But by you doing this, like, that's what I'm hearing. It's like you're weaving something into your reality. You are reaching out with your vibration, your frequency. You're taking that thing, pulling it back, and going, like, that's mine. I deserve that. Like, that's what I want to be clear on, is that energy. I deserve this. That thing that you're thinking of, when you're thinking of it, I deserve that. Like, that's what I feel like is changing, is, again, because that's solar plexus, right? That's how you feel about yourself. I deserve this. I deserve that wonderful thing. I deserve abundance. I deserve more money. I deserve better pay. I deserve a better partner. I deserve unconditional love. I deserve someone who anticipates my needs. I deserve someone who's going to find all these not so great things about myself, maybe that you don't think are great, and who's going to love those pieces of me anyway. And y'all know, if you know me, you know I talk about this so much, especially when it comes to relationships. All the things that you think you're asking for that are, like, too much aren't too much. It's the bare minimum. And someone who, you know, is meant for you or whatever, like, isn't going to think that these things are too much. Like, you're not going to be too much for the right people. And I need you guys to remember that. You are not too much for the right people, okay? No matter what that is, work, family, love, relationship, it doesn't matter. You are not too much. You're important. You matter. You have a place here. You have a purpose. And the more that you channel that, your power, your authenticity, again, sharing your song and your frequency with other people, you put that out into the world, you weave that. You're weaving that into your reality. You're co-creating your reality with spirit. And how fucking beautiful is that, dude? How fucking beautiful is that? And you should be proud. You should be proud. You should be excited, because I definitely think that if this whole channel thing is any sort of like a marker or whatever of what's to come, I can only see good things coming for you guys, and I fucking love that for you, honestly. And as an Aries myself, I love that for me. But so that's a lot of the channel messages. Holy hell. I definitely think that you guys are weaving something like in the cosmos, creating something, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna read this definition to you, and then this video is probably gonna be a long one. I'll see if I can timestamp like in the comments between the channel messages and the reading, or in the description, of the comments. But let's read for the Whale and Orca elders, and then I'll grab some cards for you guys and we'll actually do the reading. Who would have thought I'd never get around to that? Okay. Sometimes, if y'all know me, you know I will just channel shit. It's crazy. So, all right. The Whale and Orca elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love onto the planet. Y'all. To harmonize it with their song as they... Yo, stop it right now. As they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul song. Looking into the eye of a whale is something you will never forget. Whales see into your very being, and in an instant you are changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you are being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share it with potency, to bow to who you truly are, to stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all. Yes! To leave your fears, doubts, and baggage at the door. Hell yeah. To question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. Stop it right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm screaming in this video. I don't care. That shit's fire. I cannot believe that it just happened. Hell yeah. The Whale and Orca elders want you to give others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings. To drop your hang-ups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note your soul came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in the 4 chambers of your heart to emanate in all 4 directions. 4 directions, 4 elements, bitch. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song, and endeavor to see the soul of all those that you meet. This is so beautiful in itself. I feel like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm obsessed. Okay, I kind of want to see if we can maybe kind of sort of shuffle this master deck that I have here and get some more out of this, because I feel like this is just like the vibe right now. And then tarot. Let's see if I can make it happen. I'm so excited. I love when I just like channel random shit and spirit like backs me up and they're like, yes, yes, queen, absolutely. I love that. All right. Definitely hope the energy healing helped too. Definitely think it even helped me, like I'm doing it. Okay. I like how I have to shuffle this in 2 pieces because this deck is massive. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or any other prominent Aries placements. One more. Okay. Wow. Let's see if I can make this happen. Let's see. Wow, it's so funny too because I don't always feel like Aries is in like a cosmic space. It's a much more watery feeling. So when I feel that way, I usually feel that way during like my water sign readings. But y'all are really, maybe you have water in your chart or something. I don't know. But y'all really were like, yeah. The vibes today, spiritual as hell, and I love that. A lot of cleansing, a lot of like cosmic energy, hence the Starseed Oracle. Alright, what do we have for Aries? And if this one doesn't want to give us any cards, I have another one waiting on standby. Ooh, that is quite a bit. I don't need that many. I just need 1 or 2, Spirit. Just one or two. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm also hearing... At first, I wanted to say patience, but it's not patience, it's more than that. I'm hearing, like, savor the moment. Like, whatever moment that you're in right now, I feel like you're going to want to look back on, like, down the line and be like, hell yeah. Like, it's going to be a milestone for you of changes, improvements, all sorts of good stuff. So definitely not only be patient, but savor the moment right now. Yo, 110 frickin' %. Look at Whale and Orca, Elders on the bottom again. On the bottom again, okay? And then underneath that, you have the Seas of Mintaka. I never know how to pronounce this. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. As I said. As I fucking said. So, let me show you the other ones over here too. We have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? As we were just talking about. As I just said, bestie. Fuck other people. You're not too much. You're not too much. You are perfect the way that you are, okay? And then you have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Especially if, like, emotional boundaries, I'm trying with the light here, sorry. Especially if it's, like, emotional boundaries, like I said, with the solar plexus. Look at this. Spirit just literally reiterating what I just said. Okay, let's grab this one. This is a Psychic Tarot for the Heart. Okay, no. Wow, rude. What card is this? I'm sorry. Well-deserved reward. Get out of here. Get out of here. Well-deserved reward being the card that flew out of the deck when I opened it. Just saying. Look at you guys right now. You guys have been just putting in work, honestly. You've just been putting in work, and it's clearly... The universe sees it. The universe is trying to reward you for that. Whatever, like, new fun stuff you got going on right now, if it's already happening, if it hasn't happened already, then it will be. But if you're, like, in the midst of some fun stuff going on right now, new people in your life, new job, like, just new opportunities, newness in any way coming to you, like, any sort of abundant anything, it's because you've done work and you fucking deserve whatever you're getting right now in life. You really do. Someone needs to tell you that. And a lot of the work that we do, like, happens on, you know, unconscious level. Like, we don't know that that's going on. Hence, like, the energy work is so powerful, right? Wow, well-deserved reward. I kept that card out. I'm not putting that back in the deck. That's fucking awesome. All right, let's see what else we got for you guys then, for Aries. I feel like we are just going to repeat ourselves here, but it's worth trying, you know? Because that channel message was long. Oh, wow. Quiet, huh? Oh, wow, nothing? That's interesting. Give it a couple more shuffles, and if not, we'll just go off to tarot. I just saw the root chakra card at the bottom, but in reverse too. We hate that. It's interesting because then you have well-deserved reward, which is also like red, like the root chakra. So I feel like we're kind of like, we're fixing that problem. We're moving it from reverse to upright and balanced. Okay, nothing in there. I tried. Maybe we just need to see the one. And then Spirit was like, that's enough. That's enough, tone it down. Okay, we'll get a couple tarot cards, see if anything wants to come out, and then we'll wrap it up. So the video might not be as long as I thought. I mean, we did get a lot of channel messages, so. Ooh! 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, baby. Not just all the things that you like want or desire, but this is like your legacy. This is your legacy. Way more powerful. We love that. I feel like you guys are... And 8 of Cups. Guys, oh my god, look at you. Making moves out there. Like, it's not just, you know, I want this, that, and the other thing. You guys are like, I want this long-standing like, thing or commitment or whatever in my life. You guys don't want to, like, fuck around anymore. You're like, no, I'm only the best always. Oh, I just love that. I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed. I'm obsessed. Okay. Legacy. That one kind of wanted to pop out, so I will take it, even though it didn't really flip, but still. Almost. Oh, okay. These cards just like stay on the floor. I don't know why this happens all the time. They just want to jump out. All right, keep in mind this could be past, present, future. Energy's fluid, so. Ooh. God damn. Look at you guys showing up as a King of Pentacles. Dreamy. We love that for you. Keep in mind too, this could be someone else that you're dealing with, but I feel like that's you guys showing up as the King of Pentacles, because he is someone who has what he needs. He has excess, right? We talked about the 10 of Pentacles being your legacy, and now you're King of Pentacles. This is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So you guys having everything that you need, being abundant. It is someone who, that like masculine energy of just being like, what I feel is like self-sufficient, in charge, but in a like, it's not, I don't know how to describe this. It's not in charge like the Emperor. It's a lot more of like a consistent, earthy, grounded, like in charge. Like I said, you're not just kind of like flimsy, like grabbing whatever, you know what I mean? Like I want this and I want that and I want that. You're like, again, no, like what's my legacy? Like any moves that you're making right now are long-term moves. If you are trying to switch like jobs, for instance, you're not looking for another job. You're looking for an advancement in your career. If you are trying to move, maybe like switch up where your residence is, you're not just moving to check out a place. You're like, I want my forever home. Same thing with wherever you're living, which could also be like buying a house or anything like that. Like you don't want just a place to live, you want a home, right? If you're looking for a partner, you're not trying to date around. You're like, no, I want like my person. Like you guys are, all of these moves that you're making are long-term commitments. Again, like building your legacy. How am I going to do that? How am I going to make these like important, like substantial moves? Because you don't want to do anything, especially with all that fire. You don't want to do anything at 10%. It's 110% or nothing. Like, and that's what I feel like with King of Pentacles. That's, I mean, granted, this could also be any earth energy, so you could have it in your chart, or it could be somebody else. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But then you also have Queen of Cups reversed. This does not feel like a present thing to me. I feel like this is what you were kind of moving away from, because anytime I have two cards like this come out, like a king and a queen, is usually a couple. So this could be a relationship that you're in, or a relationship that you were recently in where you weren't getting like your needs met, or this person, this is Cancer energy for me, with the Queen of Cups. Person could have been even a little bit like emotionally manipulative. They could have been emotionally like immature. What I'm getting very specifically is like whoever this Queen of Cups was to you did not understand like their full like range of emotions, or they like did not know how to approach life from more of a pentacles, like earthly grounded type of place. And again, you're looking for that, like building your legacy. I feel like, I don't know what's going on with this. We definitely have to clarify, but Queen of Cups feels like this person was just like not stable in the way that you needed at all. And it wasn't even like I hate them and fuck them or whatever. It was just like, this isn't matching. Like it doesn't have to be a malicious thing. It's just like, this isn't matching for me. Because I feel like For some of you, this Queen of Cups definitely, like, the emotional connection could have been there. The heart to heart, if this is a past relationship, could have been there and then faded at some point or whatever. But it's just I just get this like feeling, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like something is missing, something's missing, something's missing, something's missing. And it may have even been this like little tiny thing, but something just felt like off, or something was missing. So I don't love that. And it's funny to see Aries show up as a fucking King of Pentacles. Oh my God. What's going on with this situation? Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. So 6 of Pentacles reversed. So someone was definitely putting in way too much energy and not getting anything back. Again, like, I can't shake it with the Pentacles. It feels like you were putting in work, like, again, trying to establish like your legacy, like what you want to be known for, what you want to leave this world like after you're gone. Like, you made moves that mattered, and I feel like this person wasn't reciprocating in that way. I don't necessarily know how. I'm not really getting anything in specifics. It's just like, you're not matching me. We're not a match in that way. We're not aligned in that way. Like, I feel like maybe you needed someone a little bit more like seriously, who wanted to build something more like long term, and like maybe a little bit more like emotionally mature, or mature in another way, because there's definitely this sense of like immaturity in some way. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. Yo, stop it right now. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the Fool on the bottom. Shut up. Shut up right now. Are you fucking serious? Look at this. Yo, stop it. Okay. And then underneath that, you have 7 of Swords. Oh, God. Wow. 7 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Oh, no. Okay, so listen. This is what I feel, right? So, Aries energy. Aries and Aquarius energy here. Okay. I feel like take this however it resonates. Again, past, present, future, whatever works. I feel like this is what you were looking for. Okay? The Fool is going to be new opportunities. It is taking a risk. It's having that energy of like not holding back. It is the universe has got my back. Life is going to catch me. Brand new opportunities with the Fool. We love that with the Fool. Love, 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 right? And it's really this fresh feeling of starting over, starting anew in a really positive way. And then you have 4 of Wands, and then you have the 10 of Pentacles again. So I feel like this is the way that it started, where you were like, this is it. This is it. This is the person that I'm going to marry and that I'm going to build my legacy with. And there's someone that is going to be beside me, who either maybe you wanted to have kids with, or did have a kid with, or something, however long this relationship lasted. But there's a sense of like, this was going to be it. This was going to be like the one. Like, this person was the one. And the Fool just makes me feel like you felt so good about it, so confident about it. But with the dog here down the bottom and the Fool card, in tarot, this is supposed to kind of represent like either like inhibitions or like an energy. It could be of like somebody else. It could be like your instincts or something. Like, this is what was off. Right here. This is what was off. I don't know how else to explain this, but this is what was off. So whether this is an energy or a person saying something to you, or you felt this way, whatever it is, this is what was off. And again, person or energy, whatever. I feel like there was this message of like, be careful or be cautious, because it's your instincts, right? So it's your gut feeling, and you guys already had some gut stuff going on. You may have not been able to like see or hear or feel or connect properly to be able to get that message. But I want to say more so there was like a warning from someone or something going like, I don't know. Because I feel like this is you being like, fuck yeah, I'm going for this. Like 100%. Yep, here I am. I'm going. See you later. Here we go. Here we go, Spirit. We're doing it. We're getting married. We're building this beautiful foundation. Or we're just committing to each other. It doesn't have to be marriage, but this is often a marriage card. As you know, it's my 1111 card, right? Good foundations, good connections, celebratory, abundance. It's a beautiful connection where two people come together. But it's just like, this is the foundation that you wanted. This was the legacy that you wanted. You were like, I'm building this legacy with this person. We're building together. And the Ten of Pentacles also it's having the home and being basically married to the love of your life and having your children around. And you see like legacy, meaning like you have grandparents and then you have these people here. You got the dogs in there, the child in there. It's like, it's having everything you want. The house, the white picket fence, all the things. This older man here is supposed to be like grandparent-esque, like wearing this robe, is saying like this person has also lived a long life where they have their riches and their luxuries, and you're like, I'm trying to do the same thing, right? I want to follow in suit of that. Spirit said, that's what's up. And you are the King of Pentacles here, Aries. You are. Look at you. This is what you're building. This is literally what you're building. This is your house. I feel like that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. But underneath that, Seven of Swords. Lying, cheating, stealing, dishonesty. Just someone not being true. Someone not being true. Because look at this person carrying all these things, all these swords, right? But they're still looking back. They're still looking back. So what I feel like is someone was like breadcrumbing you. It may not be for everybody, but it feels like someone was breadcrumbing you. Look at them like carrying all these things, and remember the swords is going to be your thoughts, or like what someone is saying. It's what you're saying to someone or what you're thinking. And I feel like there wasn't 110% honesty there. There just wasn't. Like, to me, I feel like with all these swords, like someone is saying a lot of things to you. Like, that's what that feels like, right? Someone's saying a lot of things to you or expressing certain things to you, portraying themselves in a certain way. No, I totally want the same things as you do. I totally, yes, no, I love you so much, whatever. I feel like this person may have wanted what you had, or wanted your time or energy or whatever. They wanted something from you, your energy, call it what it is. And so it's like, no, I want that. No, yes, I totally do. No, nothing's wrong, whatever. Just kind of like bullshitting you and breadcrumbing you while they're looking back, like knowing the truth. While they're looking back being like, how much can I get away with here? Like, that's what it feels like to me. And I feel like you guys were really blindsided by this. Like, you were like, yeah, like for sure, like this person is saying this to me, so I have every reason to believe them, because I feel like you guys are just good-hearted people with Aries in your chart. Good-hearted people, no matter how like, oh, sorry, Felix, he's right behind me. No matter what you have, you know, going on that can make you feisty and fiery, like inside, you guys really do have a big heart, and you want the best, and you, especially being like spiritual or more aligned or whatever, for my healers and stuff out there, you guys can see the potential in other people. You're like, I have no reason to think that you're gonna behave a certain way and like fuck me over, pretty much, right? So you have 8 of Pentacles, and this is what I feel like you guys were doing, where this is going back to the drawing board, putting in more effort, learning more. Like, I feel like this is you being like, okay, like I'll learn your love languages, right? Like, especially if this is a relationship. I'll learn how to better do this skill if it's a job, right? I'll learn how to better the skill. I'll learn how to do XYZ. I will better myself. So whether you're doing it for a person or you're doing it for a job or whatever's going on in your life, this is you putting in more work. Again, look at the theme of the Pentacles here. You're like, if this is the person that's going to be beside me while I build my legacy, I will put in work. I will put in time. I will put in any effort that I need to get from the 8 to the 10. You're like, because we're going forward, baby. We're not going back. Absolutely not. So you're like, whatever gets me to the 10, like, let's do this. Like, again, because I feel like for you guys, like, Aries are loyal as fuck. Aries people are loyal as fuck. No matter what the placement is, it doesn't matter. Aries energy, loyal. So you're like, that's what's up. I gave my commitment. I gave my commitment to, again, doesn't matter what it is, job, person, whatever. I said that I was going to be there. I said that I was going to show up, so I'm going to. If it's a relationship, it's like, I'll learn your love language. I'll understand you better. I'll try to be more of this, and I'll be less of that, and I'll show up more here, and I'll stop doing this so much, or whatever. You're changing yourself. Hence the card that we had earlier. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How are you dimming your light? This is what you did instead. You just believed it and trusted so much and put so much of your emotion and energy and whatever into it. You were like, we're going to do this. Because you're like, as long as you are by my side, then I'm going to work at this. Like, as long as you're here and you're telling me X, Y, and Z, I will do it. It's like if a job promises you a promotion and then you do all this work and you're like, yeah, I'll show up more and I'll stay late and I'll take on these extra responsibilities, these extra tasks. And then they're like, actually, we can't promote you. And we're also not going to give you a raise. And you're like, okay, well, fuck that. I'm not going to do that then, right? And that's where this energy comes in. 10 of Wands. Look how much you're juggling trying to make this work. If this was a past connection or whatever's going on for you guys, you took on way too much. And the whole point is like, look, the house is right there. It's like, you're like, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Like, we're pushing, we're going, we're pushing, we're pushing, we're pushing. And it just doesn't matter because you guys just unfortunately put a lot of effort into something that was just never going to yield the results that you wanted. Temperance in reverse, right? We can't alchemize something like that. And then 4 of Cups, you didn't see it for what it was, because you were focused on all the other things, all these other cups down here, that you weren't looking at the one that Spirit was putting right in front of you. You were just blind because I think you guys are genuine, good people, right? And then you have 5 of Pentacles. Someone leaving you out in the dark, someone leaving you in the cold, someone basically screwing you over. I just get this feeling like you guys are kind of like resentful a little bit. And maybe you've worked through it, and this could be for some people, not for all, but like, I'm walking by you living this like time of your life. Like, you don't feel bad, like you don't feel remorseful for the way that like you treat me. Like, you're up in here like warm. This is like a church that they're walking by, warm, fed, whatever, like in your church, like you're taken care of, and I'm suffering. Like, I'm the one who's not getting what I need out of this. Like, none of this is being reciprocated. Like, all the way back to the beginning, right, where we have that 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You're getting what you need and I'm not getting what I need. So like, of course, like, you're warm and happy and whatever, right? And following that on the bottom is like 6 of Wands in reverse. So this obviously didn't work out. This was a failure, so to speak. And I feel like there were some people who you were like, yeah, like, you were right. You were right, that didn't work out. I'm going to clarify this Queen of Cups, and then this reading is literally an hour long, so we're going to have to cut this short / soon. Yeah, I don't think that this person was ever going to be able to be aligned to you. Look at this. The Magician in reverse here for them as well. I really do kind of feel like, I hate to say that you guys maybe fell in love with potential, or you saw the potential something could be, a job, person, what have you, right? But, oh, gross, look at this. Ace of Swords in reverse, there wasn't a firm foundation to begin with. I really feel like the foundation was just built off of like false promises, and there was nothing of value there that was going to get you to your legacy. And then you have Knight of Wands in reverse. Sometimes when this card does come out, it's a very player-like energy. It's someone that sometimes can be flirty, kind of like player-ish. Third party energy could be involved. Take it how it resonates. But this is kind of like, it's, the focus isn't there. It's like what they're telling you is not exactly the same. And Knight of Wands is also Sagittarius energy. Sometimes Sagittarius people can have a tendency to want to run away, to escape, not to commit. They don't want to be like locked down to something, right? Okay. 8 of Cups again, which we saw earlier too. Look at that. 8 of Cups in reverse though. This person, I feel like, just kind of, if it's a person, hung around and kind of like screwed you over quite a bit. And it was a long time that you guys were doing this. That stupid. Doesn't need to be that way. But you guys really went through it in this relationship or with this job. You committed yourself. You were there doing everything you could. Look at this. 8 of Swords at the bottom. Realizing that the only reason that you're stuck is because of you, and I say that with love. You are not stuck. You perceived yourself as stuck. You perceived life in a certain way. Now that you're, again, engaging in that energy, calling your power back, getting back into that, things are changing. We're weaving. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Look at this. Strength, so some Leo energy there, which also to me is coming across as like pride. Or if you have like a lot of 5th house placements, like that Leo energy is... it's pride and it's childlike joy, really connects to the solar plexus for me, and sometimes the sacral. It's like a little combo of both, but I love this energy because it's compassion to me when this card comes out. It's compassion and it's mastery of something, right? It's almost like what I'm hearing is like mastering your demons, like fighting your demons, like successfully, like you are showing up and shaking hands with them and being like, what do you have to tell me? And then you have Ten of Swords reversed, which is like, I can't. This is, you literally dragged yourself out of hell to get to the point where you're at right now. You should be fucking proud of yourself, because I think dealing with this situation, whether it was one very like significant relationship or it was many relationships that built up and created that like problem with the solar plexus, or all these jobs over time that just weren't giving you what you needed and taking advantage of you. There's so much, this like, again, work, family, relationship, whatever, repeated circumstances that I think really skewed your perspective of who you are and what you are worth. And as you've been working through this, I feel like it's become a lot more clear what you deserve, what you're asking for, not gonna settle for less. And I fucking love that. Don't dim your light to fit in. Set boundaries. I'm done. This is the longest video I've made in a really fucking long time. Oh my god, this is so long. Thank you guys if you made it all the way here. I love you so much. You guys are the best. You know I love you and appreciate each and every one of you. Every time I channel. If you liked the video, if it resonated, leave me a comment. I want to know what's going on with you guys. I want to hear all about your experiences. Of course, like the video if you can. It helps me get my video out to other people who need it. And obviously, if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below and then hit the bell notification for more so you can get updated and notified of all my upcoming videos. Mwah! I love you guys so much. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.